So yesterday, I think we have taught about string functions and all other functions. So today the concept of joins will start. So which is the soul of SQL. Okay. So joins is one of the beautiful concept in SQL with which we can do a lot more in SQL. So just pay attention and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We'll try to do it as much slow as possible, the session. So just feel free to ask the questions if you have any. Is that clear? Thank you. Yeah, thanks for confirmation. I'm sharing my screen. So here we are, SQL joins. So what is a join, first of all, in the sense? So if you have two tables, let us say customers and orders. Okay. So let us say we have only 7 records. Okay. Only 7 records in one table, and we have only 4 records in another table. Okay. So I will see, I want this session to be a bit interactive. I want your answers to be in the chat box if I ask you some questions. Okay. So can you confirm that screen is visible? Anyone? Somebody is saying screen is not visible. Okay, screen is visible. I think SDP 144. I think you have problem with yours. Okay, now it is visible. Yeah, fine. Is it visible now? The Excel sheet? Okay, yeah. So please speak out if you are not able to see the Excel sheet which I am showing right now. So in this screen, the Excel sheet, customers table is there and orders table is there. So there are 7 records in customers and 4 records in orders table. So let us assume only 7 records and 4 records, just for the example sake. If somebody asks you, okay, how many orders does Ramesh make? Okay, so what is your answer? How many orders does Ramesh make? By just looking at this data, will you be able to answer? Any answers?
No, we are unable.
0, right? That's correct. 0. Similarly, I will ask you another question. How many orders does Kaushik make? How many orders does Kaushik make? No, 2 orders, right? See, Kaushik ID is 3, and then we are mapping it into customer ID 3, and we are counting the orders, right? So Kaushik has ordered 2 orders. See, there could be some other Kaushik also, maybe 8th record, some Kaushik. Okay, so in that case, we should rely on the customer ID rather than name. So if I ask you Kaushik, you might be confusing which Kaushik he is, customer ID 8 or customer ID 3. So it is preferable in the SQL terms of language, it is preferable. How many orders does 3 make? The customer ID 3 make. Then it makes really sense because customer ID is a unique call. Okay. So what you have done, when I asked this question, what you have done? So in the first question, you mapped this ID and looked up in the customer ID column in the orders table for any match. If there is no match, you are saying there is no such record and I am getting 0 records. Similarly, when I ask you Kaushik, so you are referring to customer ID 3 and then mapping it into customer ID column in the orders table with 3 and 3, and you are telling like you have 2 orders. This is the order ID, right? Order ID, date, customer ID, amount. So these are the 2 orders. So this is how you made, right? Obviously, this is how you are going to look up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It is the same case with SQL as well, backend. Okay. So assume it is 7 records and 4 records and you are able to look up easily. But in real-time database, we have some millions of data. Okay. A manual person cannot look and interpret. Right? Obviously. Manually, it is impossible. It will take years if you do it manually, like all the stuff. So that is the reason SQL will do it in a fraction of seconds using the concept of joins. Okay. So see, for joining, like in order to join these 2 tables, I need not tell you which one to join, right? Obviously, it is coming to your sense. From this ID, you need to join the customer ID. Okay. So whenever you are joining, it should make sense, like what we are joining exactly and what we are getting. Okay. That is the initial thing I want to talk about joins and their use case, how the joins will help. Okay. So with that, can we move forward? I mean, is that clear at least why we are doing the joins? Respond, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. So with that being said, we'll move on to the types of joins. Okay. So one more important thing is whenever we are joining it in a horizontal way. Okay. So side by side, in the sense, see, this column is mapping to this column. I mean, this record is getting mapped to, for example, this record is getting mapped to, let me, yeah, green color record is mapping to this green color record, particularly this ID. So we'll make it more green. So, and then the entire record we are able to read, right? So we are able to get ID, name, age, address, salary, and order ID, date. See, customer ID is already get. Again, we are getting the customer ID amount. So with this joining, we are getting, apart from the five data, I mean 5 columns data, we are getting another 4 columns data. Total, we are getting 9 fields data about 9 columns using this join. Okay. Obviously, it is our wish. I mean, how we can make use of this 9 columns? Only you can fetch 2 columns from out of this 9 columns, or we can do some aggregations on top of this 9 columns and create a new column. So it's all our wish. Obviously, upon joining, it is a horizontal joining. That's the reason it is like 5 plus 4. Okay. So horizontally, we are combining the records from 2 tables. Okay. So first point is join is a horizontal, horizontal appending using the key IDs. So with that being said, let us move on to the types of joins. So first one is inner join. So I mean, it is very obvious that we compare this joins concept with set theory. Hope you all know set theory, right? So let us assume this is our first table. Okay, this circle is our first table, customers, and this circle is our second table, orders. And we need to join them based on the IDs. Okay, and this highlighted part is something like a common part. Okay, so common part in the sense which is present both in customers and orders. Okay, that's where the inner join comes into picture. So let us write the inner join. Okay, inner join output together. So I want you to interact. So I want you to tell the answer. Anybody? So whenever you are doing the inner join, the syntax is something like this. I will try to write the syntax here to be more clear. Select. So we have how many columns? 4. So let us, we need to provide the columns, right? Generally, after select, we need to provide the columns. Let me write the columns lastly. Select columns from. So my first table is customers. I will write customers. Then is inner join. I will write inner join. So select. I want to type the column names. I will do it later. From the first table, which is customers. Inner join is a keyword. And then orders. Second table. On. So after on, we need to provide the keyword. Okay. Keyword on which we are joining. So in this case, can you tell me what is the keyword from customers table? ID, right? So whenever I am referring to ID, I need to provide the table from which we are getting the table name dot. So customers dot ID equal to orders dot customer ID. Okay, so this is the syntax of a inner join. Okay, so this is the same thing that we can see here. And then we need to put the columns. Every time when I cannot write the customers, entire customers, right? Generally table names are, comparatively long to write. So I am providing alias for each of my tables. So customers table, I am calling it as C. And orders table, I am calling it as O. A capital O or O, whatever it is. So I can, instead of customers, I can write C. Instead of orders, I can write O. Okay. Now I am coming to the columns. So after joining these two tables, okay, I want to make sure which columns to fetch. Okay. C dot ID. First column C dot name. C dot age. C dot address. C dot salary. Sorry. C. Then C dot OID, order ID. C dot date. Not C dot, I'm sorry, O dot. Then O dot customer ID and O dot amount. So this is how we are going to write the inner join query. So let me paste it, copy, paste it. So first part is select, and the second part is like columns from each of the tables. So we are referring from customers table, we are referring as C. That is the reason I am trying to call out C dot ID. See, these column references will be helpful when we have the same column names in both the tables. For example, in customers table we have ID, and in orders table also we are referring to as ID. Okay, then in that case we need to definitely mention the from which table, because SQL might confuse and will throw an error out, like ambiguous column name kind of error. Okay, so that is the reason it is a best practice to always refer to the column name dot, the table name dot the respective column name from that table. Okay, and then customers first table with alias C inner join, and orders the second table alias O on the IDs on which we are trying to join. So this is the syntax. Now coming to the output, can you tell me, can somebody tell me how many how many records we'll get in the output after this inner join? So as I mentioned, inner join is a common area. Is a common selection from both the tables. So whenever we are doing inner join means on this ID, so the ID should be present in both the tables. So with that being said, can you tell me how many records we'll get as an output in the chat box?
Records or record.
Not clear. Can you ping in the chat box? 4. Somebody is providing 4. 4. Okay. 3 records. SDP 75 is saying 3 records. Okay. Okay. So the answers are like 4 and 3. So let us see practically how many records we'll get. See, before going to columns, before going to records, we are sure about the columns, right? So let me ask you the question on columns. How many columns we'll get as an output based on this query? How many columns in the chat box? So these are 5, these are 4. Okay. So as we are selecting all the columns, we are getting 9 columns, right? That's true. So what I will do, I will just inner join output is something like this, but here there will be no gaps, just the okay. For differentiating, I will try to put a different color here. Yeah, so this is our customers table, this is our orders table, right? But output we will see, we don't see any differentiation. Just for the sake of our convenience, I just put a different color. 5 columns from customer and 4 columns from order. Okay, obviously 9 columns we'll get. So the next thing is we need to fill the records. How the SQL is going to fill, we need to fill accordingly. So it is pretty straightforward. We're going with the ID from this table. Okay, so first we will check. So whenever I'm highlighting, I'm talking about that column. So this one, okay, so this entire record, first I'm selecting this entire record, which is in blue color or in green color, for example. So now the SQL will go to this first record, pick this ID on c.id, and again it will check for this ID. Okay, in the customer ID table, customer ID column. It will look up the entire column, it will look up, and there is no customer ID equal to 1. Okay, so then it will skip this. It will not fill any record because it is an inner join. So the ID should be present here and here. So it will skip this. It will move to the next column, next record. I'm sorry. Next record, which is this. It will pick the customer ID. ID from the customer table. It will go and look here, no, here, no, here it will check and then highlight it. It is a match, and then it will go pick the entire record because we need the entire columns. Okay, so this is how it will do. And now what it will do, it will write. Okay, so see, it could be little bit overwhelming if we write like this, but I'm sure definitely it is going to help you. I want you to write like this only for the first initial days to understand what is happening, because going forward it is definitely going to help you, this kind of understanding. So as I mentioned, it will pick the ID and then highlight that record, match that, and then highlight that record ID in the orders table, and it will highlight the entire record, right? So now we are fine to write the entire record. Like we can join this one with this one, right? 2 Kilon 25 Delhi 100, and then the respect to orders table, and then the respect to orders table we have 101, then the date, one second. Okay, 11/20, sorry, 11/20. Then customer 82, and then amount 1560. So that is how it is writing. For the first time I just show you, but I want you to follow this for all the records. For now I am writing this for the time's sake. So again, we are going to the third record. So third record also I will try to tell, because we have 3 things, right? So third record also, it will go to the third record, and then it will pick this ID. Next thing is it will look up. Okay, first thing is it will look up here. There is a match. Now what it will do, it will select the entire record with that matched ID, and then it will fill it. Okay, then it will fill. Again, what it will do? So again, what it will do? It will skip. It will go to the next customer ID. Okay. Earlier I forgot to mention, it will check the entire customer IDs in the orders table. Okay. So first one, it is a match. It filled out, and then it will leave the first record. Now it will go to the second record customer ID, unless there is a match again. Okay. There is a match, and it will highlight the entire record in the sense row. Okay, we can call the term record or row, field or column interchangeably. Okay, so there is a match, and it highlights the entire second record with that column match. Again, it will fill the record here. This is very important. Yeah, so if you see the third record, we have a different value altogether, different order, because We don't want to miss that order as well. So again, it has done its job. Now, if you observe, we are fixing to this one record, but we are moving all together from all the customer IDs in the orders table, right? Please make a note. So we can do either way, but preferably this is the best way. We can fix one record and we can check in the other record, other tables records. So this is done, already filled and left and moved to the second record. And now we are moving to the third record. There is no match. 3 is not equal to 2. There is no match. It will skip and we'll go on to the fourth record. Again, it will go to the customer 4. 3 is not equal to 4. That's where it didn't find any match. Okay. So now it will again come back to the customers table. It will skip this record and it will move on to the next record. Okay. So I want to stop here and I want to listen any questions from you. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely show that it's in SQL, but I mean, I want you to understand the concept first. So how it is filling. So then I will definitely show you that. Okay. First, I am focusing on the how it is filling. So if I write the SQL, obviously you'll get the output, but I want to explain the output, how it is getting internally. Like, so till now, any questions? Is that clear or? Any responses, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hope I'm clear. Thank you. So now moving on to the fourth record, it will do the same thing. It will match. It will check from the starting 3, no match. Then it will fetch. Okay, now I'm skipping this part. Okay, matching part. Just for hope you are understanding. So now we are getting 4 records, right? So after inner joining, the answer is 4. SDP 144. Any questions? I heard like no, please. I didn't understand this. SDP 144. Can I move on? Any questions? Acha, okay, no doubt. Thank you. See now, after inner joining, we got 4 records. Okay. So SDP 143, I just want to tell you, like rather than doing it in SQL, I want to explain the concept. Then we can move on to the SQL. I mean, real-time SQL, how you can write and get the answers. So if I run these tables, write this, it will definitely get. But the thing is, I just want to help you understand how this is being filled and getting as an output. Okay, that is where I'm trying to help you. So yeah. Okay, so with that being said, we are done with inner join and how it is filling. Now let's move on to the second part, left join. Okay, so left join, the name indicates it will fetch all the records from the left table and it will fetch only the matching records from the other table, which is the right table. Okay. So again, I will try to explain here. Yeah, I will just put it down. So the syntax is same. Select, and whatever columns we need, we can fetch from customers. And then the only difference is, instead of inner join, we need to put left join or left outer join. Anything will be fine. Left join or left outer join. For that, I'm just giving left join. Yeah. So the syntax is all same except the join name. Okay. Now again, how many columns we have? 9 columns. Again, we are getting 9 columns. Now here the point is, what is the left table here? Customers, right? Customers is the left table. I mean, to your left, in the sense, left in the sense to your left and to my left. Yeah. And orders is the right table. Okay. So not this left and right, in the order of from, okay. From, I mean, in the sense, after from, what is the first table? Customers, right? That is left table generally. Okay. So the second table obviously will be referring to as right table. So now here, what happens with the left join? Okay. So the definition indicates all the records from the left table and only the matching records from the right table. Okay. All records from left table, only matching records from right table. Based on this, we are filling the, based on this definition, we need to fill the values here. So can anyone tell me how many records or rows we are expecting by looking at the customers table and orders table? How many records will this left join will give us?
7.
7. Somebody said 7.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Somebody said 8. Okay. 8. Okay. Somebody said 8. Somebody said 5. Okay. The point here is, as I mentioned, all records from left table, right? So I can blindly copy all the records from the left table. All the columns, in the sense, because I fetched all the columns, that is the reason I'm filling the entire table here. Okay. I can blindly fetch all the columns here, all the records. Yeah. See, somebody said 8. Let's come to the point whether 7 or 8. So first I am doing all records from left table, right? I'm just copying like that. But when I'm copying, I will again make sure that whether we have a match or not. For the first record, do you have a match? No match, right? So, but again, we need to enter, make sure that this column is entered. Okay. And we don't have a match from the second table. Obviously, we need to fill as nulls, right? Yeah. When we don't have a match, the only thing that we can do is null. Instead of something leaving it as a blank or something, we can do nulls. Okay. So for the first record, as we don't have any match in the orders table, we will fill as nulls. For the second record, we have a match. we have only one match. Okay, so interesting thing is we have only one match as we discussed earlier. Second, the ID will come here, no match, no match, match, and then it will highlight, it will copy, it will paste. Again, there is no match with the second. Okay, now it will go back to the customers table, pick the third. Now let us go back to the third record. So third record we already have. Now if you see, there is a match and it will copy this, put it here. Again there is a match. Okay, so obviously we need to enter another extra record 2 times because there is a match second time. Okay, that is the reason we need to, for that second record sake, we need to add another record, extra record. See, we are not skipping anything, adding extra records. So we can say minimum 7 records we will get for sure. Okay, when we do left join with a customers table having 7 records, okay, minimum we will get 7 records, and maximum it depends on the how many repetitions we have. Okay, because of one repetition, one extra repetition, we are getting one extra record. So this is that extra record because of the repetition in third customer ID. 2 orders, he made 2 orders, so we don't want to skip those orders, right? That is the reason. So now again, fourth, how many, let me fill this. So if we come to 4, we have only one match. Want to stop here and hope you are following. Yeah, I guess the answer is yes. So again, we have 5. We don't have a match matching record with customer 85. Again, we need to fill nulls. 6th one also we don't have a match. We need to fill nulls. 7th one also we don't have match. So how many records we got? 8 records. Okay. So the answer is 8. So is the left join concept clear to you? So I think somebody said 8, SDP 137, who said 8? Yeah. Hope you are in the same understanding. Like whenever you're saying 8 means you are in the same understanding is what I'm thinking. Yeah, cool. So who said 4 and 5? Like I mean, I'm not pointing out them. Hope they are clear with this explanation and they are agreeing with the count 8. Hope so. Yeah. Yeah. So now I will put on. Now moving on to the right join. See, we are doing it in a column wise, manually we are filling, right? So rather than writing in an SQL and looking for the answer, I want you to guess before the SQL outcome. I want you to guess the outcome. So then only you can say you understand the concept. Okay. So before you try to execute it in SQL, create these simple tables and play around. Like you need to guess how many columns and how many records. Okay, with the values. So if you are guessing this correctly means you understand the behavior of joins and how they are executing kind of thing. Okay. So right join, the only difference is we need to fill the syntax right. Then I need to change it. All records from right table and only matching records from left table. Okay. So now I'm deleting this. See, all records from right table. So as I mentioned, right table. So here the right table is orders and the left table is customers. Okay. So now tell me, the number of columns is same, right? Obviously, I'm not changing that. Okay. The number of columns is 9 columns only. How many records we'll get after running this query with the right join? Any guesses?
Only
We
four.
have, somebody said 4. Okay. Yeah, 4 records. Cool. Yeah. So again, let's see practically whether that 4 correct or not. So first things first. So I'm filling the right thing, the entire records from the right table, because I'm filling all the columns, right? That is the reason I just copied. So if I am fetching only order ID and date, then I need to only capture those and fill it here. Okay. So I'm filling all the records from the, sorry, I'm getting a power outage. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, we fill the right table records and then I need to check from the left table whether this 3 present or not. Okay. So customer ID, this will highlight, this 3 will be taken and compared with the ID in the customers table. Okay. It will check 3 equal to 1, no. 3 equal to 2, no. 3 equal to 3, yes. Need to copy this, fill this. Right. Okay. So any other 3s? No 3s. Nothing. So here the first record is done. Now it will come to the, we need to move to the second part. Okay. Again, we have the customer ID 3 here in the second record. Now it will compare. It will do the compare against all the IDs in the customers table. We have only one match, which is this one. Again, it will get appended or joined with that respective record. Okay. Now we have 2, third record. So from orders table, the customer ID 2 will get picked and it will compare against this ID. So we have a match. We have only one match. Okay. So we don't have any matches. Then we need to copy this, paste. Then we have 4. The same thing. We need to copy this. So we have 4 records. So the answer is correct. Let us assume we have another record here, 104, some date. Then we have some 10, some 1000. So in this case, what will happen? There is no 10 here, right? But still, as we are doing the right join, we definitely need to fill this and put it in the right column part, and we need to fill the nulls here because we don't see any corresponding match. Okay. So this is just an example I just want to provide. This is just an additional thing. So the answer is 4, and I added another order. Okay. So ideally this case will not happen, right? So whatever, I mean, whoever having the customer IDs, they only can order the items in general, right? So without you having an order, without you having an ID, you cannot do an order ideally in any website. Okay. So unless we are doing it from other IDs, other user IDs. Okay. So yeah, hope this is clear. The right join part. This is an extra thing. I will try to highlight it as red. So this is an extra record which we discussed for the sake of right join. So we want to see the nulls in right join also, right? So that's the reason. Try to explain this. So is that clear? Cool. Yeah. Thank you. Now, so we have completed inner join, left join, right join. Then we have one more thing called full outer join. Okay. So before moving to cross join, we have 4 joins mentioned here, cross join. Before moving to cross join, we have one join called full outer join. Full outer join is nothing but the combination of left join and right join. Okay. So see, one more important thing is MySQL Workbench will not support this full outer join. Okay. That doesn't mean it is not used anywhere. Okay, we will use this, but MySQL Workbench, if you try to run this, it may not run. So instead, what you can do, you can club the results. Okay, club in the sense you can put this, and then just below the left join, you can insert the records from the right join. Okay, so just below this, you need to append, like vertically append the values here, just below that. Okay, so the left join result and then right join result together will give the full outer join. That's the only difference. Full outer join or full join. So here all records from right table and all records from left table. So as I mentioned, we need to copy. First I copied from the left join and then right join. Okay. So maybe I will delete this because so I mean you already fixed with 4, right? So I don't want to confuse you. So the right join result is 4. Okay, so that is the reason. Just want to put 4. So right join is highlighted in blue and the left join is highlighted in red. Okay, I just put one below other. Okay, if you observe what happened is, if we put one below other, we are actually union them. Okay, we are trying to union them. Union is nothing but vertical join. So this is a, we are joining the records vertically. If you see, this is one part, above part, below part, right? This is a vertical appending, so which we generally call as unions. We will discuss later. Remember this, and you can correlate the same thing while doing our while trying to explain you the unions. So let's not go into that, but right now you're able to understand the full outer join. First, the inner join, we came from inner join, right? Inner join, left join, right join. See, this is inner join. Yeah. Inner join, left join, right join, and full outer join is a combination of left join and right joining vertically appended. Okay. Now let's move on to the cross join, which is rarely used. The cross join. Cross join is pretty straightforward, and it doesn't look for any match or something. Okay. So what it will do is blindly it will take the first record. Okay. And it will put all the 4 records, all the second. Let me delete this. Delete. Cross join, what it will do, the syntax of cross join, I will try to explain you. See, don't think we are doing SQL in SQL Workbench. So we are trying to understand the joins, and yeah, definitely we can do it in SQL. I will show it. I will show the same thing. Once we are try to focus on the content right now, and I will show the same thing. We'll run the same queries. Okay, we'll run the same queries, and we will see it in SQL Workbench shortly. So now the next thing is cross join, right? Cross join. So in cross join, what we are doing, select the columns, like this is same, this is all same, from C, comma. We are not using any join or something, okay? Just comma and then orders as O. Just like that. We are not giving any keys or nothing, okay? Just columns, and from customers, comma, I mean the first table, comma, the second table. We are not giving any keys or such. Okay. So this is what will happen. So first it will take the first record. It will copy this. Again, it will copy this, the first record, the same first record. Yeah. It will do the second record join. So it is like the first record will join with all the 4 records, irrespective of any key match, because we are not providing any keys here, right? No keys, nothing. So it will fetch the first record and it will match all the 4 records. Okay, and will fill the table accordingly. So this is how it will happen. So theoretically, what it will do, for every record in first table, it will match all the records from the second table. Okay. So likewise, it will do, and for all the records. Okay. So we are done with first record. It will do for second record, third record, all the things. So can somebody tell me, considering this, how many records will get as an output with these 7 records from customers and 4 records from orders table using the cross join?
I think 28
28
records.
28 records.
Yes. Yeah, it's just a simple multiplication, 7 into 4. Okay. 7 4s are 28 records. I was unable, I mean, I cannot fill all those, but hope you are understanding what it is looking like. Okay, what it will look like.
It
So,
is like cross product.
exactly. So sometimes, most of the times it doesn't make sense, but there will be a use case. Okay. There is a reason for.
Do we use cross join in
So
real
if you look at this,
scenarios?
doesn't make any sense. Sorry.
Do we use cross join in real time scenarios?
Yes, there could be some real time scenarios, but rare. So for example, in this scenario,
Okay.
if I look at this, does it making any sense to you?
No,
It is
brother,
not making.
that's why without any condition, it blindly joins the records, right?
Correct. So it is not making any sense,
Yes, yes.
at least for this use case. But ideally, I will try to search an use case and I will tell you tomorrow maybe. There could be
Okay.
use cases. Maybe
Okay.
we may not think at this time, but there could be use cases where this
Ah,
might make sense. Okay. So once we have that right data from both the tables, when we see them, then we can think like, yeah, it is making sense. Okay.
okay.
So,
When
but
we
right
need
now,
the entire data from two tables, in that cases, we might use this. Right?
maybe I cannot say that. Yeah, I will try to come up with an use case and then answer your question.
Okay, brother.
Whoever answered this, like Krishna
Okay.
Priya. Yeah. Maybe
Okay, brother.
tomorrow I will try to tell you the use case and then we'll start. Okay, for this cross
Okay.
join.
Thank you.
Yeah, at least for the left join and full order joins, hope you are able to understand, right? Something like.
Brother Saram.
It
Yeah,
and
I mean, like,
gives the leftover records in left table.
it gives the. Can you come again?
It gives the matching records in both the tables initially, and then whatever the rows left in the left table, that is unmatched records from the left table.
Yes. Yeah, left join.
Same
All
case
right.
in right join also.
Yes, yes. So somebody asked the question like, do you get duplicate rows in full outer join? Yes, we will get. So the answer is, for example, to answer your question, so we have 96, 97, and then 1 or 2. Let me highlight these duplicate records. Blue. 96, 97, and then 1 or 2, 1 or 3. So if you observe these closely, these are the duplicate records, right? Oh, okay. When we do full outer join, I think we will not get these duplicate records. Maybe I will check. I will check and come back. At this point, yeah. Mm,
We'll get the duplicate records. I think in full outer join
mm,
get records.
yeah, I'm just thinking. Mm,
Okay, because
mm,
initially it gives the matching records and then the leftover records from both side of the tables.
correct. Maybe we will not get
Then
these
there
duplicate
won't be any
records, right?
chance to get the duplicates, right?
Yes, yes. So I think we will not get these duplicate records, to your point, right? Obviously, I'm thinking the same. That's a good question. Uh,
We will get the
Brother
duplicates, right?
Saram.
yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm not able to answer it, but maybe I will check and then come back. Mm, yeah,
Brother, instead
yeah,
of
please.
using directly outer join or inner join, we can even use symbols, right? What are those symbols like?
Symbols, what symbols you are referring to?
Like for outer join, we'll be using plus and equals to symbol. If it is a right
Yeah,
join,
that is a different, that could be a different database or altogether. But yeah,
oh, fine.
but a general SQL we'll write like this. We'll write like this.
Okay, okay, okay.
So
Okay,
this is
well,
an ANSI SQL, we can say. So which will be applicable to all databases.
okay.
So, but the syntax differs from database to database. So the plus minus, but the concept is same. Like, okay.
Okay, fine.
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So in this case, what my assumption is, it will not show the duplicate records, is what I'm thinking. Okay. So it will do this union, then delete these records, is what I'm thinking, because it is already repeated, right? That's my point. But anyway, I will have a close look and we can discuss this together. So at least you are clear, right? What it is doing? Just putting the left join and then the right join results. And then the clubbing part, we will see how it is removing the duplicates or okay, in the next section. Okay, I will try to run it tomorrow. We'll try to run it in a practical way rather than doing it in a theoretical way like this. We'll do practicals. Maybe by the time I come, you can try by your own using this recording. Okay, let us try together. And by the time I come, be ready with the answer, like full outer join, whether these duplicates will be there or will not be there. Okay, let us research. Even I forgot. I'm sorry for that. I was unable to recollect what it will do. Yeah. So with that being said, so we covered inner, left, right, full outer join and cross join. So any questions? Yes, I'm going to explain this question tomorrow with a practical example. So SDP 144. So at this point of time, I'm a bit confused whether we get the duplicate records or not.
No,
So
no duplicate records are being shown.
yes, my feeling is it will not be shown.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I mentioned, like it will put one by one, like full outer join, left join and then right join. I just put side by side, right? One below the other.
First, it is displaying all the fields from table 1,
Yes.
and subsequently the matching tables from the table, matching entries from the table 2, and at the last, since if there are any rows that are unmatching, it is being displayed.
Okay, okay. So to that point, we will say, so first it will put the left join and then right join. So then one more step is there to get this result. It will filter out the duplicates. Okay. So adding to this step, the next step will be filtering the duplicates. Okay. So what are the duplicates? So these are the duplicates. And then sorry guys for extending this session. Oh. Okay. So yeah, we filtered out 2 duplicates, and then if we have any duplicates, maybe this is one duplicate, right? Yeah, this is another duplicate. And then the 4th one is also a duplicate. Yeah, these are also duplicates because we already entered them in the first match, 2nd and 4th. So I'm going to delete these 2 as well. Okay, so now we are getting how many records? 8 records. Yeah. So after combining the full outer join, I mean left join and right join, we are getting 12 records, out of which it will filter out the duplicates. That is a additional step that I missed. So the result set will contain no duplicates. Yeah, even I thought so, but I just want to confirm real time. But yeah, so somebody confirmed, right? So yeah, yes, this is correct, is what I'm thinking. So are there any doubts in this, or is it clear?
I have actually shared the output of that execution. Could you please check, brother?
Yeah, I'm unable to. I'm sorry, I'm unable to download this somehow. Not sure.
Oh, fine.
So
Okay.
maybe what I will do tomorrow, we will run the same tables. Okay. So whatever the tables we have shown here, tomorrow within 15 minutes we will try to run and see the outputs. Okay. So whether inner join output, left join output, right join output, full outer join output, like full outer join we may not see, but still we'll try to use a union, not union analogous. Yeah. Because you are doing union, we are getting the duplicates filtered out. Yeah. We can show it practically tomorrow. Okay. The full outer join, how it will work. Hope I didn't confuse you guys. Like any confusions, you can speak out, no problem. So that I will try to explain it in a much better way. It will be really helpful. Like exactly, yeah. So coming to the set theory, if you come to set theory, right? Let me pull out this PPT. Exactly, the one who pointed out this. See, let us assume we have two circles and we have the all got filled. Okay, so we should not repeat this intersection part twice. Okay, that's what we are doing when I do a left join below right join. Okay, so we need to remove this intersection part once, so then only the duplicates will get removed. Okay, so that is what inner join removing. One more, if you remove one time this inner join, the additional duplicates will get removed. That's correct. That's exactly correct. Yes. So if you correlate with set theory, the full outer join is nothing but the entire blue area. I mean, like it is not blue here. The complete blue area inside the circles is a full outer join. Okay. So anybody confused here, just put it in the chat box, please. Who are confused, who are got confused. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, if nobody got confused also, we'll try to cover this tomorrow with a practical session. So yeah. So whoever put this is really helpful. Yeah, this is what exactly is happening. Yes. So we cannot do a left join plus right join alone. So we need to remove those duplicates, which is this minus inner join part will take care. So whatever that extra deletion we have done, that is what this minus inner join will indicate. Okay, that's exactly correct. Yes. Somehow, I mean, while doing this theoretical session, I forgot whether it will delete or not. Sorry for that. But yeah, it will delete and it will filter out the duplicates. That's correct. Yeah, with that being said, I'm stopping the screen sharing and yeah, we'll take 5 more minutes to answer any questions from anyone. Yes, just feel free. I'm also learning, right? So we are all learners. So nobody is teacher here. So don't think like I'm teacher, you are student, something like that. We are all learning together. So just feel free and speak out. Nobody will think of a bad question or something like that. Okay. Every question is a good question. So just speak out if you have any questions. or put it in the chat box. Okay. Yeah, so I will wait for 1 more minute. Stopping the recording.